whatever piece of you that is authentic, that you're not bringing to work, that you're not bringing to your entrepreneurial organization, bring it. Like, gone are the days of I'm this at home in my personal life and I'm this in my work life, in my, I like to call it how I serve the world life. It's gone. So maybe bring a piece of your authenticity into your work life and see how that changes how you show up for your clients and customers. So a big obstacle that I had early on in the business that I have right now is I really felt like the world needed me to adapt to them. And so what I was trying to do is to be something that I was not. I tried to look at other successful people and say, oh, that's what they do to be successful. Let me emulate that. And that's what they do to be successful. Let me emulate that. And so the way that showed up for me, which is a really kind of silly example, but the way that showed up for me was how I showed up physically. I had never coached a $40 million company, but I had this opportunity to coach a $40 million company, and self-doubt comes in like, what do I know about that? All I know is these smaller companies. So it would show up physically and for me how I dressed. And so I had to have the best hair and the best makeup and the best suit that had to match the best shoes. And if I showed up like that, they would think I was powerful and confident enough to coach them. It has been so freeing over the last 3 years, I would say 3 or 4 years, where when I found that when I showed up in my true unique ability, and my unique ability statement says something about I'm unique in my curiosity. I'm just super curious. I'm very optimistic. I will always be optimistic. And I just have this energy about me. And so just acknowledge that. And those 3 things had nothing to do with how I was showing up in this stuffy suit with heels. And so as I ventured into being the authentic me, my business grew. My business grew, and it was almost effortless, where I would just say to the people that I was coaching what needed to be said in a very optimistic, energetic, curious way, instead of what I thought they wanted to hear or the words I should use in some certain script. So as I did that, what I found is that my wardrobe changed as well. Now, the only way I coach is in Chuck Taylors. I have 10 different pairs. My clients love them. People who are considering using me as their coach, they come into the room and they're like, okay, she's like in Chuck Taylors and not high heels, and how does that, shuffle out? But immediately they get to know who I am. I'm a fun person. So that was really an obstacle that I had to overcome, is just taking what I thought the world's expectations were of me, shedding that mask, that we all have. It just kind of builds up over life, shedding that mask, becoming the true me, knowing my unique ability, and then serving people in that way has just been both beneficial for my business when I did that, but it was a kind of line by line transformation.